Hello there. It's me. Whatever the... I don't know what I was going for. Timson! Yay!
Brian
Everyone...
McNamara, and I don't know him.
I think you don't. What the fuck are you doing in my house? Anyway, yeah, we're back with Course Party Book of Shadows. The Spoopy starts now. It's probably going to be the title of this episode, actually. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes. Let's do it. No! As soon as I reached the hallway, I fell to my knees with a thud. Gag cough. No. What was that? A person? It was pitch black, but I swear it was shaped like a person. Ah, yes, I know where we're at. Do you remember where we're at? Do ya?
No, because I don't remember.
Black shadow in the infirmary.
Oh yeah.
The school infirmary door hung open near me, and in my panicked state, I swore I'd seen a black shadowy figure within it. That's racist. No! No one asked you. Guess. That's where it's at, guys.
Ew.
My mind had been completely overtaken with fear. What was that? What just happened? That dark, misty entity came towards me and entered my body from every orifice, including my vagina. It came into my ears, through my mouth. I felt an enormous lump in my throat. Wrong context. Blocking the flow of air to my lungs and momentary teetering on the brink of one. It just gets worse if you're looking at it that way.
Yes, it does.
I was almost killed. It felt as if the cold hand reached into my body and grabbed hold of my life's energy, turning all my internal organs inside out and leaving me for dead. My stomach was churning, my bowels were on fire, and my legs were all twisted around themselves. Can pressure alone disrupt the human body this much? The old and flavor of my own gastric juices was still gnawing at the back of my throat. I felt like I was going to throw up again, but I held it in. Sounds like eating Hungry Jacks. I remember this. This place. These circumstances. I've been here before. I know I have.
I had to take off my glasses at the realization.
After performing the Satsugo Ever After ritual, there was a hellish noise and a huge hole appeared in the floor, and then I was here, in this school. There was no sign of Satoshi, or Mishishido, or the class rep or anyone else. Only Seiko was still near me, collapsed in a heap on the floor. Look at that. I like this kind of
aesthetic.
Yeah, aesthetic. Like the way it feels like you're more in the game than the RPG element. Seiko and I explored the decayed building as best we could, but there was no way out. Not a single window or outer door could be moved or even broken. Just as our last threads of hope had begun to vanish, we suddenly heard Satoshi's little sister Yuka cry out from somewhere just out of sight. I sprained my ankle pretty badly and couldn't walk very well, so Seiko went off alone to find her while I rested up in the infirmary. And that's when the dark, shadowy figure showed up and began attacking. I was scared. So scared. So very scared. My teeth were chattering, my lips were quivering as if they had a mind of their own. Why would she leave me alone like that? I told her I'd go with her to look for Yuka, so why? Why did she leave me behind? Was I going to slow her down? Was I going to get in her way? Does she know the way?
No one knows the way. Naomi, what happened? You okay?
Seiko!
What? Oh my god. You alright? I'm so sorry I left you by yourself.
Just seeing Seiko's face quelled my shivers. Whenever she's around, I feel so at ease. At the moment, I just want to cling to her, and cry my ass out. I should have just done it, but instead...
Batch!
Just leave me alone. Do you have any idea how scared I was?
I'm sorry, Naomi. Come on, let's try and find a way out of here together.
What's the point? Just to forget about it. Leave me alone. We're never getting out of here. Maybe it was the safety of Seiko's presence that did it, but all the fear welling up inside me suddenly turned to anger. I was like a spoiled child. Nothing good could come out of lashing out like this. Seiko didn't do anything wrong. I knew that, but I couldn't stop myself from saying what I said. She was genuinely concerned about me, and I'd sworn to myself that I'd protect her, but my sense of reason was fighting a losing battle. You realize we've gone missing, right? How do you think my mother's going to feel? She's going to be worried sick about me, and there's nothing I can do.
Naomi, please, don't say things like that. It's gonna be alright.
Like hell it is. She's going to keep searching for me until the day I finally come home. And she has work, you know. This whole situation, it's not right. And as long as I'm here, I'm nothing but a nuisance to her. I'm a terrible daughter. And we're just gonna die here anyway, so all that time she spends looking for me will be wasted. But this time my mind has been completely overtaken. I wasn't myself anymore. I was running on autopilot, horrified by the words coming out of my mouth. No, I know how this ends.
You're wrong. Huh? Families aren't like that. It won't be a nuisance, it won't be a burden, and you're not terrible. Don't know exactly how to say this, but when there are loved ones involved, you'll do anything for them.
There it was again, deja vu. Everything was falling into place.
Put the meme up.
I knew what was going to happen. I knew that what fate had in store if we continued down this road.
But I guess I can see where you're coming from. Your mother was a really kind person. The last thing you'd want is to do is worry her. That's why we need to make sure that doesn't happen, right, Naomi? We need to get back home.
I don't know how it is for you and your family, but normal people don't work that way.
What?
She said that in the last game as well. Yep. No, it's happening. Seiko's gonna get hanged. She's going to die. I have to apologize.
No. I don't want you, of all people, to speak to me like that. Please, Naomi, tell me it's not how you really feel.
Seiko. Well, here's our choice. Do we apologize or do we not apologize?
Can we save?
I don't think it actually makes any difference.
Well, I mean, I suppose in the first one, didn't we have the choice as well, and it didn't matter? I feel like there was a choice.
Yeah, well, there was I can't remember what button it was to bring up the frigging menu. Shift? No, that removes the AI. UI, shut up. Enter would probably just select something, I'd imagine.
Control.
Oh, okay. That gets rid of the mouse.
Oh, that's cool.
That's an interesting feature.
Okay.
Here we are at a fucking pivotal choice or something.
Possibly pivotal.
I don't think it's actually pivotal at all. I think all the choices for this one come towards the end.
Oh, well then naturally
or one big lump sum, I'm pretty sure. If not, we can always come back.
Yeah.
Apologize! Oh, quick saved. If I did... Quick save, that's not living. Oh, look at her face, she's horrified! If I didn't say something to calm her down, Seiko would run off, and I knew she couldn't be by herself right now. So I pulled myself together and tried apologizing to her. But the words... Seiko, I'm so... The words wouldn't come. As soon as I tried to form them, something caught itself in my throat. I found myself unable to breathe and doubled over in a fit.
Naomi, are you okay?
Tim Burton. No. People say he's a hack. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Naomi. If I'm bothering you, I'll go. I hate to leave your side, but if that's what you want, I won't argue. She's fucking dying in front of you, and you're just like, oh, I guess I'm pissing you off. What?
Seiko!
God.
That looks like a word. If I say it the way it's written, it's going to come out as something bad, so I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, I know.
Wait! Seiko ran off into the distance, her figure growing smaller and darker until it vanished altogether. I knew I made an awful, irreversible mistake. Rude gag!
By attempting to apologize.
That sense of dread I felt moments before had come back full force. I could sense a malevolence within me, an outside hand that made me lash out at Seiko. It felt like something was in my mouth. I had no idea what, but there was something definitely in it. I stuck my finger in it and tried to dig it out. My finger found something and pulled, and out came from my throat large clumps of long black hair.
Ew.
I just kept pulling and pulling. I couldn't believe how much there was.
It's fucking gross.
The strands stretched all the way from my stomach, through my esophagus and into my hands, and even then there was still more to pull. The notion was unnatural. I was creating a repulsive, sickening sensation along my tonsils. I felt like I was going to throw up again. Where the hell did all this hair come from? Was this all stuck in my throat?
Well, you did just have something in your throat earlier. Black shadowy thing. Maybe it was only black because it was made of hair.
Yeah, maybe. It was only a faint notion before, but now I was certain I was remembering some future event. I didn't know why or how, but I was repeating time. Am I just not allowed to apologize? I could feel a dark will guiding me. Someone wanted Seiko to be killed in this timeline as well. But I wasn't going to let it happen. Not without a fight!
Literally start fighting games.
I have to go after her. I have to apologize. I can't leave her alone like this. I ran as quickly as I could in the direction Seiko had gone, but then... the earthquake that happened. I remember that one. No! A fierce earthquake began shaking the building. It was so violent I couldn't even stay standing. I crouched along the ground, waiting for it to pass. Everything was moving, and there were sounds of objects crackling and breathing all around me. Glass was shattering, ceiling tiles were raining down on me. I was scared for my life. So scared, so very, very afraid. I was certain I was going to die. Maybe a big chunk of ceiling would fall on me, or the floor would open up my feet and swallow me whole. I kept wondering how it was going to end. Was I going to be crushed? How badly would it hurt? How long would it go before I was finally dead? My head was swimming with all kinds of worst case scenarios where my body just remained motionless on the ground. I never felt so helpless before. I didn't even care anymore. I'd take any release I could get. Just make it stop! But there was no release for me. All I could do was curl up into a ball and pray. Shiver shake. I wonder how much time had passed. It could have been only a moment, a few minutes, or even a few hours, for all I knew. But when it did finally end, all the dark corridors were silent once more.
That means that the thing shifted, right?
Yeah, it's usually when the spaces change. I gradually loosened my stiff body, uncurling from the floor. Blotches of dust and wood chips fell from my hair. Some of the finer debris had got into my clothing. I was crouching around like sand with my every movement. It was not pleasant. I brushed myself off as best I could and slowly rose to my feet, slapping my skirt in vain to clear off any excess dust and dirt. The battle was in the air while white smoke billowing through the pitch-black hallway. It took me a moment to get my bearings. Once I finally did, though, I almost wished I hadn't. The sight before my eyes instantly washed away what little hope I may have had. What? The earthquake had completely caved in part of the floor. It was no longer possible to trail down this hallway. Whatever. It was no longer possible to trail Seiko. If I had been counting from the quake only a few feet ahead, I would be dead for sure. Swallowed up into whatever the hell lay down below. I knelt down by the edge of the hall and peered within. It was too dark to tell for sure. But if what I saw was correct, then the ceilings in this school were unreasonably high. To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well. I didn't dare consider just how deep this pit might go. All I knew was, I couldn't risk falling into it. Shivering in terror, I pulled myself up. What do? Can I get around it? I have to hurry. I definitely had to hurry. If I didn't, Seiko would commit suicide. But there was still time. Yeah.
Suicide.
Yeah. It's funny how there's a big piece of a memory missing.
Yeah.
I was determined not to let it happen, no matter what. I was going to save her. I was going to change her horrible fate.
I'm an awful person if you just look at that out of context.
Here we are, search mode, see? It's all movie and shit. It's very, I like how it's more, like, in there. Like, it's more
Yeah,
in your face kind of thing.
Looking at this shit.
Now,
Oh, there's the door. Let's see you try that.
look, we got the map here.
Oh, nice.
I think, oh, the message log. Oh, cool. I think you can actually click. Yeah, you have to do it actually. You have to click where you want to go on the map to go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But first we'll look at saving. Oh, yeah. Alright. Oh, there's a new mechanic as well we should be aware of. If anyone plays this game themselves, one brings up the menu. It doesn't tell you that. One brings up the menu. There's a new mechanic called darkening. Every time you interact with something, your darkening increases over time. In most chapters, that will cause a game over because obviously you completely submit to darkening.
Yep.
I think it's chapter 4. It actually triggers the wrong ending.
Ah, okay.
So I'll just say this anyway. We'll get back to this in a moment. And keep the episode going, but leave a like and subscribe. We're getting into the gameplays part now. It only took 4 episodes, but I'm liking it. It's very clean in comparison to how you'd have to play it on the PSP. You had to use like the keypad and stuff.
Yeah.
And this you can just use the mouse, which is much better for a point and click sort of thing, you know? Anyway, see you next time.
You know, you said we're going to continue playing. And then...
Right, in the next one.
Okay.
We're going to continue playing in the next one, if that wasn't apparent. Because...
You said... No, when you watch it back, you'll see what I mean.
Shut up.